Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 28. But really quickly, we need your help. Have you heard of Patreon? Patreon's a way you can support Wired and Weird from home. At patreon.com/wired and weird, we'll have bonus episodes starting this spring called Lakeside Eps, and bonus content you can check out if you just can't get enough of Wired and Weird. So make sure to check out patreon.com/wired and weird for a little more weirdness or a little more wiredness. Now that I said that, it's time to get weird. Hiya! How we doing? This is episode number 28. Welcome to Wired and Weird. This is your host, Jeremiah. Who we got over here? It's not Steve.
It's Lexie.
Hey, we got a guest. This is guest episode number 28. How you doing, Lex?
I'm doing pretty good. The sun is shining.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is a wacky week. I'm getting over this strange cold, allergy, whatever the fuck's going on. It's not COVID, that's all I know. And Steve had his surgery. We're all over the road. We're dying over here. So thank you for being a part of the Wired and Weird world this week, because boy, we're struggling. We're hurting. We're sputtering. We're spitting and sputtering over here.
I'm glad to be here.
Think on your feet. Take a puff.
Okay.
Relax. Just make yourself at home. These people, these weirdos, they want to hear from you. They love you. Now, Steve is in for his 22nd surgery of the month. The only problem is it's April 9th. So I don't know. He fit so many surgeries into April. But I'm just kidding. But no, he's recovering up, and I'm on the mend, so excuse the phlegminess.
Excuse the allergies, everyone.
Yes. It's the pollen count is at about 5 million right now, and my entire face is swollen like a puffer fish. I don't even know what I look like anymore. I can't see. Yeah, I'm legally blind at this point. I don't know what's going on. So let's just kind of transition into some Would You Rathers. It's going to be a little bit of a different week. We'll be right back to the regular Wired and Weird next week. But this will be a fun one. This is a little loose, a little off the cuff. Lexie, would you rather spend a full 24 hours with yourself either 10 years into the past or 10 years into the future? Who would you rather hang out with?
Ooh. Who would I rather hang out with?
10 years ago, Lexie, or future 10 years, Lexie?
I'd like to say future 10 years, Lexie.
Yeah.
10 years ago, Lexie hates everyone.
Yeah.
I would like to go to the future and see what that holds for me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Me too. Old Jeremiah was too aggressive. 18-year-old Jeremiah was like, whoa, calm down, buddy. What are you doing? He was very full of himself. I would not go back there. I'd pick future, too. I don't blame you one bit.
Just because it's different. And
it'd be like really eerie if you went 10 years in the future and you're like, oh, shit, I'm dead. Fuck.
I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back.
I don't want to know this information. No.
I did what?
This is fun. Would you rather be known as a kind murderer, or would you rather be known as an asshole Scrooge rich person? So would you rather be known as a person that murdered somebody, but they were like kind of justified in it, but everyone knows you're a murderer and you're like in prison? Or would you rather be a rich asshole that everyone thinks is a Scrooge and no one respects, but you're not a kind murderer?
I think that I would rather be the nice murderer or whatever, because that means like just because I'm nice to you doesn't mean you can cross me, and I will go to jail for you.
Ooh,
so
I see.
Don't cross me.
I see what's going on.
I am the
here.
silent type, but don't play. Don't play with me.
That is Lexie in a nutshell. That is fair enough. I would pick the asshole Scrooge because I'm already there. Oh God, I'm dying. I would rather be the asshole Scrooge because you're not in prison and you can always change your ways. But having all that money would be nice. It'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty good. Now this one's gonna be a pain in the ass of a would you rather. But I'm curious to see what you would pick. I wrote this one down to hear what you would say.
Oh.
Would you rather have to stand in one spot for 12 hours straight without sitting down, without kneeling, without leaning on anything? Or would you rather lay down on your back without being able to stand up for 24 hours straight?
Both sound absolutely terrible because my back is terrible right now.
Yeah.
I thought about both ways. I'm like, ugh, but then I feel like I have to sit all the time. Then I lay in bed for too long. Then I gotta sit up, which I can't do that either. So I'll just die. Thank you.
I'll take option C. Kill me now.
But I think I'd probably have to do lay down.
You'd lay down for 24 hours straight?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I could definitely do it. No problem. But, given the conditions right now.
Oh, I know you could do it, no problem. I've seen you lounge. You're a professional lounger.
I am a professional lounger, professional everything with lounging. Comfy, always.
Yeah, that's the truth. I know that you are always comfortable. Here, this may not be a surprise to you. I'd pick standing for 12 hours. I would pick standing. I mean, I stand for 10 hours at work anyway. So what's an extra 2? But laying down, oh my God, I can't lay down. I mean, if I lay down in the middle of the night, I'm tossing and turning because my back hurts so bad from just laying for like 6 hours a night. So if you add an extra, I don't know, 18 hours to that, I might die. I might just die from laying down. Like a beached whale. Like it would just slowly suffocate.
Oh my gosh. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense because I can't even get you to sit down and watch a full movie with me sometimes. So, I seen this coming.
Called the fuck out.
I've seen this coming.
Okay. This one's a waiting game question. So we'll learn a little bit about your patience and your personality here. Would you rather have $100,000 right now? Or would you rather wait 5 years and have $5 million?
Honestly, I would wait for the $5 million because I know it's secure. I know that it's coming in 5 years. I
what
can
if
do
you
that.
don't live for 5 years?
Mind your business. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be collecting my check. And if I'm not, I'll send Carl to collect my check for me.
Carl's our dog, by the way. A female German Shepherd named Carl with a K, because that's German.
And the K is feminine, so thank you.
A lot of people say, like, why would you name your girl dog Carl? And I'm like, dude, she does not speak English. She's a German Shepherd. Sprechen's the dog. Come on. Instead of Sprechen Sie Deutsch, which means speak German. In German.
Don't speak German.
Oh, boy. And you own a German Shepherd. How intolerant of you.
I look up the demands through the book. Flipping through. Why do I tell her no?
9! And it's like, dude, why are you yelling a number at her? That's German for no.
Oh, I don't like that. Why does it no? How about, it just sounds so much better. No.
9.
No.
German and English are really closely related.
How?
If you for example, in German, schließen die Tür means close the door. But you can almost hear it. Schließen die Tür.
I do hear it.
And so it's closer than Spanish,
oh yeah.
If I was like, como se dice banana, you'd be like, what the fuck does that even mean? But como se dice just means how do you say?
Oh.
But if you were to say that in German, you might be able to figure out. Yeah.
I think I could catch on.
English is a Germanic language.
A Germanic?
Yeah, which means it stems from German and Spanish
okay.
and French. English is a combination of a bunch of different languages. Wow, we're getting educational in this episode.
I'm supposed to be on spring break, so you better stop.
Woo! Just keep on learning. Lifelong learners over here. How you doing? Let's slide into the email section, and we have a super, super heartfelt email from a number one weirdo. Steve and Eddy, everybody. Steve and Eddy emailed in with a very heartfelt apology for not being in this week. He said, "Hey, weirdos. So sorry I couldn't be there. I'm in for a touch-up surgery, and I wish you all well. I'll be there next week, and I will be weirder than ever, and Jeremiah will be hanging upside down next week while we record." So he got it from Steven himself. I guess I'm going to be hanging like a bat next week. Bat Jer instead of Batman. So, he also ended it by saying, I will stay stitched, you stay weird, Steve and Eddy. Instead of the we'll stay wired, we stay weird. That's fun. That's cute. Steve is hanging out at home, healing up. He sent us a little email, so he's still in the show. Steven, we're going to add you into the giveaway in April for some merch for participating in the show. Thank you so much, Steve and Eddy. The man with two first names.
The man himself. I still vote we burn his house down. Where is he? We gotta get him.
Now, burning things to the ground is a fun time. But I feel like Steven's house is not the thing to burn. Maybe we should burn something better, like the entire state of Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Just burn it to the ground. Now that we're getting dark, let's slide into the movie section. Now, normally, how it goes is we'll have a reoccurring thing, which is we'll talk about a movie, Steven will wreck one, and then next week we'll talk about that one, then he'll wreck one, and then next week we'll talk about that one. Caught in a never-ending cycle, right? But Steven's not here. So we're not going to talk about what we talked about last week. I'm going to ask you a movie question.
All right.
What's one of your favorite movie series?
Probably Tyler Perry movies. All Tyler Perry movies. Medea, I Did Battle by Myself, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. All that. Look it up. And if you don't know who Tyler Perry is, you really need to look him up because he's hilarious.
Tyler Perry is hilarious. He's a great, great comedy mind. And if you really don't, I'm not even come at you hard. I'm just going to come at you concerned. Like, how do you not know? How do you not know Tyler Perry? How do you get through life without seeing a Tyler Perry flick?
Yeah, I don't know how you get through because it's on TV too. Like, it's, you know.
You can't get away from Tyler Perry. He's too good at what he does.
It's on those simple channels. The only 13 you get, it's got to be on one of those 13. So, you got to get some cable.
Oh, I'm dying over here. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, man. I feel like I'm drowning in lung butter over here.
Ugh, I hate that word.
Lung butter?
That's so nasty.
Oh, just churning up some lung butter over here. Oh, boy. What are we doing? Sorry about that.
What are you doing?
Okay. Now we're going to move into story time. And one of my favorite story times about us is something that Lexie and I love to do. Is we love to go to Vegas, right? And everybody loves to go to Vegas, but we have little games that we play in Vegas. And one thing we like to do is we like to keep track of how many raw butt cheeks we see in the wild. Because there's so many butt cheeks in Las Vegas. Men butt cheeks, chick butt cheeks. We don't even know butt cheeks.
Yeah. Is that even a butt cheek?
Is that an elbow or a butt cheek? I can't even tell. Is this just a man bending over and that's his belly? Like, I can't tell. So, you know, we will get into the teens. Just a walk down the strip of all the butt cheeks that we keep track of. Good butt cheeks, hairy butt cheeks, dimply butt cheeks. Butt cheeks that have no business even being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those. So we call it the cheat game. And it's a great time. You know, you feel free to play the cheat game whenever you go to a swimming pool or if you go to Vegas or if you go to a nudist camp. You'll probably get the high score.
A nudist camp?
Hey, they exist, you know, people.
A camp?
A camp. People camping. They got ticks on their dong, you know. They're you know,
my God.
Bug bites on your nips, you know. It's a great time.
Goosebumps.
Cringy. Hey, how you doing? But Vegas is a fun time.
Vegas is really fun, honestly, just in general. But, like, Vegas is also so cool because you get to people watch. And if you're from a small town, like, Aberdeen, you don't like you see some like weird people or you know the homeless got something going on sometimes, but you know mostly it's all the same. But in Vegas, like you literally have people coming in from all around the world to come see this little adult playground where you can dress any way you want. You don't even have to be dressed sometimes. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's probably the best place to people watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. That in New York.
Yeah, New York's good. New York's a lot of fun.
I don't think when we went to New York, we seen a lot of like. I don't think. I know we did.
When we were in New York, we saw that businessman that was like pissed drunk, like hugging a pole, falling over. That was like a romantic New York moment for me. Whereas you see like the Wall Street Stock Exchange millionaire that like went out to celebrate. Now he's just pissed drunk, like his tie is all undone. You know, it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. People on the East Coast, they drink. They really get after it. Over here, everyone smokes pot. But over there, people booze it up. It's interesting. Now seems like a good time for a fun fact. And everybody at home, if it seems like we're blowing through this, I'm sorry. We are going a little fast. But it's only because Lexie's about to kill me. Just kidding. But it's going to be a little shorter of an episode. It's not going to be an hour-long one. But we can't leave you hanging for a week. We had to get an episode in. So, moving into the fun fact. Did you know, Lexie, that an octopus has 3 hearts?
I feel like I heard something about that, but never was actually planted into my brain. So I'm going to say no.
Same with squids. One pumps the blood throughout their entire body. The other 2 are straight to the gills to help them breathe water.
You need 2 hearts just to breathe?
Hey, man.
You unhealthy as fuck. You got to go.
It's a hard life out there for a squid, you don't know squid life. You're out here worrying about if people are trying to eat you. You're just trying to ink yourself, Oh,
wow.
Okay, here's a fun fact. Do you know the origin of a popsicle? It's a yes or a no question.
The origin of a popsicle. Like, how many licks does it take to get to the popsicle?
Origin means where it came from.
Water. Frozen.
You're not wrong. It is frozen. But did you know that the popsicle was born in 1905 in San Francisco from an 11-year-old that invented it? Kid's name was Frank Epperson. Little Frankie. He was making a little juice with a little wooden spoon, right? Well, little Frankie was a little forgetful. And what Frankie did was he left it outside. Got real cold. It froze. But he pulled it out with that wooden spoon, started licking it. He goes, this is something. So little Frankie decided to start selling it at the amusement park next to his house, right? Caught on so much that he sold it his entire life. It was renamed the Popsicle when he became a parent. And his kids loved it so much, they named it after him. It was called the Eppersicle before.
Wow.
Pretty fun fact.
Well, 1905, so they didn't even know what the fuck ice cubes were.
No, we're talking popsicle, juice, frozen juice. Not talking ice.
I know, but
popsicle.
I think my train of thought is that anything frozen, just anything liquid frozen would be frozen. So water and ice, and then I don't know. I just feel like it's a little slowed down or something. I just feel like if you know what ice is, you could put that ice without juice in it.
But who would think to do that?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
If no one's done it, you don't think to do it.
That's fair.
It's like making a meat sickle. People would be like, why would you do that? And I'm like, well, you gotta lick the meat, and then once it thaws, you can eat it. That makes sense to all the future people, but to someone in 1904, they're like, the fuck? Why would you freeze juice? Why don't you just drink it?
Gotta switch it up.
For those hot summer days, you just need a meat sickle.
Ugh.
And we'll be right back after these sponsors. Hey, everybody. This week's episode is brought to you by Joseph's Meat Sickles. Is it hot out? Do you want a turkey leg, but you don't want a hot turkey leg? Hit up Joseph's Meat Sickles today. And if you go to josephsmeatsickle.com/wiredandweird, you can get 15% off either a turkey or a chicken drumstick meat sickle. For those 100+ days when you're hungry, just bite into a meat sickle. Joseph's Meat Sickles. And now, it's time to get weird. It's funny you mention meat sickles, because that was the sponsor for this week was Joseph's Meat Sickle. Great guy, great company. I prefer the tofu sickle myself.
Oh.
You know the difference between a dildo and tofu, right?
Maybe. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're very different, but they do have a similarity. They're both meat substitutes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, I have both in the cupboard.
2 ingredients, check.
All right, last fun fact. We got a little off topic. We had to squeeze in that sponsor. Thank you, Joseph. But the last fun fact, if you enjoy sushi, if you enjoy wasabi, I want you to know that there's a 90 up to a 99% chance that if you're eating wasabi, it's actually horseradish with food dye in it. That's right. You look it up. Most wasabi is just horseradish. Because wasabi is mad expensive. And people will just fuck you over by putting food dye in horseradish. You all know the difference. But I guess an expert will tell you, wasabi, very different than horseradish. Comes very similar, but a pro can tell. And so since your guys' mind has been blown with those facts, we're going to move into rapid fire. Rapid fire. Which is a streamline of dad jokes that'll make you slap yourself in the forehead. They're so corny at times. You want to start out, or do you think I should?
You can start the fire.
No.
You start the fire.
Idiots first. Oh, well, since I'm the idiot, I'll go first. I went to go buy camo pants, but I couldn't find them.
All right, so I got my first one. What did one butt cheek say to the other butt cheek?
I don't know. Why are you saying it all slow?
To build up the suspense.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Together, we can stop this shit.
Just clench it. We just gotta hold steady.
Hold steady, boys.
Why should you never trust a cheetah?
Because they're cheaters? I don't know.
Because they're always giving you the runaround.
Damn. Yeah, they are. More like run for your life. All right. What kind of bees produce milk?
I don't know.
Boobies.
Oh, boy.
Seems very common, like the boobies bracelet. Let's move on.
All right. She doesn't want to spend too much time on that. My friend and I were playing chess, and he says to me, let's make this interesting. So we quit playing chess.
Just stops. Time is frozen.
Because chess isn't interesting.
No, the fuck it's not. All right. What does the receptionist at the sperm bank say as the client leaves?
What?
Thanks for coming.
Oh, jeez.
Very customer service.
Now, I hate hedgehogs.
Damn, that's random.
Why can't they share the hedges?
I don't know. Because they're hogging it all the time.
That's the bad joke. All right.
Well, I guess a joke. How is a boyfriend or girlfriend like a laxative?
How?
They both irritate the shit out of you. They're both irritating as fuck. All right.
Oh, wow. Sick burn. Thank you for that. That was painful. All right. Everyone knows that now.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to slide into some food debate since it's feeling a little hostile. Now, Lexie enjoys a disgusting little meal called sushi, right? Which may be the most despicable form of food known to man. It's raw fish on rice, okay? So she's going to try to argue to everybody why sushi's good and why it should beat the classic meal of spaghetti. Okay, spaghetti and meatballs, spaghetti. Come on. Sushi doesn't have a leg to stand on, and mainly because it's fish, and fish don't have legs.
Okay. First of all, spaghetti is so overdone. You want to do it again and again and again and again. Okay. Now, first of all...
You know why spaghetti's overdone? Because it's fucking good.
Boring. Okay. So, sushi does not just come raw. Everyone always says that all the time. Sushi's raw. I'm never going to eat it. Like, if you don't like fish, then, like, it's obviously not going to be for you anyways. Unless, like, they make some with, like, turkey or chicken substitute, whatever. But,
I could get down on some chicken sushi.
You can honestly substitute the meat for anything. You put a vegetable in there. You put avocado in there.
Ugh.
This guy doesn't like anything healthy. So, like, if you're already listening to him, then I don't know. You're a lost cause. Because this guy doesn't even eat it. No.
Whoa. I know good food. I know good food. I don't eat crap food like avocado and fucking fish, all right? I know some good food. I love a cheeseburger. I love spaghetti. I love all sorts of great food. I love lasagna, chicken, all sorts of good shit. Pizza, are you kidding me?
Coming from the
Sandwiches. You're going to argue with a sandwich.
I'm going to argue with your recipe called gravy noodle. Can anybody guess what that is? Anybody?
She's calling me out for gravy noodle.
Sounds like
right
spaghetti.
now.
Sounds like shoo.
Okay, so what gravy noodle is?
Oh, he's gonna explain it.
It's noodles with gravy and
what
hamburger.
kind of gravy? What color? What color gravy? You better say the color.
Brown gravy. So what you do is you make rotini noodles. You pour brown gravy over it with hamburger and corn and olives and green beans and cheese.
Please.
And that's gravy noodle, okay? And if you have a problem with gravy noodle, find me in the streets.
No, you need to message him. You need to message him. Wrong.
Hey, this isn't between you and gravy noodle. This is between sushi and spaghetti. And you're dragging gravy noodle into this.
That's a spaghetti. That's a fucked up spaghetti you got going on there. That's some back alley recipe nonsense right there. Mm-mm.
Well, I'll tell you. Spaghetti is named spaghetti for the noodle that it's in.
And sushi is named sushi because fish is good for your heart. Omega-3s. Beep, beep. Boom, boom. Hello.
Sushi puts the in sushi.
Doesn't even rhyme.
There's sushi.
I bet you can't even name like one bad thing that's in sushi that like you
Raw
should not
fish.
be eating. It comes cooked for the 12th time.
Ask anybody how much mercury is in fish. It's bad for you.
Oh my gosh, if you're just gonna like...
Hey, this is a food debate. I'm sitting here, I'm debating.
I'm just speaking out loud.
You're bringing gravy noodle into this.
It's a spaghetti. It's a back alley...
It's not spaghetti.
It's a back alley spaghetti.
Gravy noodle.
It just, instead of red sauce, it's fucking brown gravy. Like, ew. Ew.
Yeah, you were getting a little angry here. So I feel like we're going to leave this up to the people.
Oh my God. Angry?
She's getting a little heated. So, guys, before she jumps across the table, is this Anything Studios is a pacifist studio, okay? We're not going to fist fight in here.
Cue eye roll.
So, guys, she's already mad. So, email in wiredandweird@yahoo.com. Sushi versus spaghetti. Are you on team nasty-ass sushi, or are you on team delicious-ass spaghetti?
Go ahead. When you think of spaghetti, you think of what he just described earlier. Okay?
It is gravy noodle.
Because that's part of the spaghetti family. And if you don't think it's not.
No, it's not. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Nasty ass spaghetti.
Ugh. You know what? We're taking it to the streets. We'll find out what the people think. Nasty ass spaghetti? Are you kidding me? What other food looks like a delicious head of hair that you can eat?
Why are you eating hair? Are you a cat? Are you a feline?
I probably didn't do spaghetti much of a favor with the hair compliment, but some of it's literally called angel hair. The hair of angels. Come on. Come on. Which is a thin noodle. Like, why did they name it angel hair? Did they picture, like, angels having, like, a thinning head of hair? Like, what if St. Peter's just has a skullet?
Ugh.
Do you know what a skullet is?
What Larry David has?
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Picture Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, God.
Long hair on the sides.
Oh, God. That reminds me of one of my history teachers in school literally had a fucking skullet and wore short shorts. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What a sexy man.
Oh, God. I won't get you started. Not that he was sexy, but wow. Appalled. That's all I have to say.
So we're gonna talk a little comedy. We always talk a little comedy. And I know you're not a huge comedy gal, but you're dating a comedian. You're engaged to a comedian. You're married to a comedian. You live with a comedian. Your best friend, comedian. So I drag you to a lot of comedy shows. What was your favorite comedy show you've ever been to? We've been to a lot of really good ones. We've seen, for the people at home, we've seen Jim Gaffigan, we've seen Dave Chappelle, we've seen Mark Norman, we've seen tons of famous comedians.
I think my favorite one was Bruce. Bruce,
nice.
Yes, I like that one. That one was, I think, my favorite one.
He is so funny. And a little fun fact, after the show, Bruce will hang out and he'll take pictures with you for some money, right? And she's looking at me like, oh, you're actually going to tell him. I may or may not have done a video of me walking out in selfie mode that may or may not have captured a frame of me and Bruce in the same frame. And I may or may not have screenshotted that. So it looked like I took a picture with Bruce. But no money. And then a cat ahead of me saw me doing that, and he just looks back and goes, man, cheap ass motherfucker. And just walks out. And he was smiling at me. I go, yeah. You know it. You know it.
God.
And he was proud of me. And in that moment, two races bonded. That was nice.
You just knew that he was proud of you.
Yeah, I felt the pride in his voice. You cheap motherfucker. You know,
oh,
I'm like,
my God.
hell yeah, you know what it is. But it's a good time.
It was a good time. It was honestly a really good time. The room was just full.
Talk about a legend, too. Bruce has been doing it longer than we've been alive.
Really?
Well, probably not that long.
I remember you showing me pictures of him like back in the day versus
Young
now.
cat, yeah.
And he lost a lot of weight or something.
So Bruce started in 99.
Oh, all right. That was 3 years before I was born. That's right on track.
So, yeah, I mean, quite a long time.
That's a really...
20 years.
And, like, he honestly...
Wait, hold on. That's 22 years.
He honestly doesn't really
Oh, my God, I'm so bad at math.
Aged. Like, he doesn't really look like he aged out. Like, looks the same. Maybe, like, different hair now, definitely. But, like, besides him, like, losing weight, he doesn't look like he's really aged much at all.
Yeah, I mean, good on him, too, taking care of yourself. When you got money, you can really take care of yourself. I mean, Joe Rogan, like him or hate him, but he's on regimens and hormones and all
hormones.
Oh, like testosterone hormone and stuff like that, so he can stay buff at 55. You know, your body stops making shit like that at like fucking 30. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's talked about it on his show. Not that I'm a Joe Rogan bro, but Joe bro. Not that I'm a Joe bro, but you know, I've listened. Like Mark Norman's on there. Some of my favorite comedians are on there, so I like check it out just to hear more from them. But yeah, no, like if you're rich, it's so easy to stay healthy. You know.
Wow.
Got a little bump somewhere, going to a doctor. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Don't cost nothing.
Don't cost nothing.
I'll pay the copay for the next 6 years.
You know what? Everyone's bills are on the house.
Everybody in the waiting room right now. Come get a shot of the flu. It's on me.
Oh, jeez. Free flu vaccines on me. That's how you really get the party started. I'm gonna honk my schnoz right here, everybody. Just hold on. Well, thank you for hanging in on the very strange and unique Wired and Weird guest episode, number 28 of Lexie Whipple. And it's not fitting the average script of an episode, but god damn it, Lexie doesn't either. She's a unique, wonderful woman who stands out. She's cool, she's loving, and goddamn it, I'm gassy. And goddamn it, she knows what's right. She's a good person, has a good heart, and she is funny as hell. And being as I said that, we're probably getting ready to wrap it up. But we have a hate mail to do really quick. Angel A commented on one of our episodes on Facebook, on episode 26, where we were talking about Ric Flair's fighting Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. And, you know, Angel A went out of his way to insult Steve and I, which I thought was funny, because it was about Ric Flair's fighting Muhammad Ali and stuff as a teammate. But he commented and said, the nature boy, Ric Flair, would fuck both of you guys up. He just went out on a whim and just said, this 80-year-old superstar would just fuck me and Steven up. And me? Probably. I'm not going to lie. But Steven would eat Ric Flair alive. He would pick him up like a candy bar, unwrap him, and eat him. Mm-hmm. So, Angel A, you made me laugh. That was funny. It was a funny comment. We obviously aren't offended by it. We love hate mail. But I will have you know that, yeah, Ric Flair could probably beat me up. But old Stevie boy, we're not exaggerating his size. He is 6'5" and 350 pounds of angry guy sometimes. And, you know, Ric Flair wouldn't even put a dent in this man. He is so big, his knees are collapsing as we speak. I don't even know where he is or what he's doing, but I know his knees hurt right now. That's how big he is.
That's why he ain't here.
Yeah, goddamn it, he'd get knee surgery. He had 2 bionic legs put in, which made him even taller. He had an option for normal size legs. He went, beat me up, Scotty. Get me higher.
Just a fucking transformer.
He's 7'2" now with his bionic legs. And since I said that, we got to leave you the same way we leave you every single time, which is we'll stay wired and you stay weird, everybody. We love you.
We love you. Ta-ta.
And Steve will be back next week with his new bionic legs. Hi! Yeah.
Get out your mama's house. Get a job.
Fuck you. Get a job, Larry. You hear that, Larry?
Get a fucking job.
Get a job. What are you doing?
Hose bag.
Fucking hoser. Bet he skis.
Oh, he definitely skis.
He needs 2. What a fucking loser.
He needs 3.